What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Game of Thrones, we're back again. Last week I rushed. Essentially, I had to rush that episode out, but I still got my thoughts out about the episode. And just like I anticipated, while I was on my flight, checking the comments that were coming in that early morning, I was like, wow, just as I predicted. Because I know when people are not going to agree with the things that I say. I know it, and I don't say it to garner those comments. It's not the reason why I do what I do. I say things because that's exactly how I'm feeling about the situation. Now, for all the people that commented about, wait and see, I'm not seeing, the whole picture about Otto. Otto shouldn't have done this, or he shouldn't have done that, and all of this other stuff. And my reply to that, I replied to one of the comments and I said, listen, everybody's playing the Game of Thrones at the end of the day, so you can't dismiss somebody for doing the exact thing that you know that everybody is doing. Viserys was wrong for dismissing Otto for that reason. Now, if people are going to say he got caught doing what he did, when did Otto do something so egregious to deserve dismissal? When? Other than the fact that he was spying on Rhaenyra. That was the straw, because he was spying on Rhaenyra, and the only reason why he decided to do it is because Rhaenyra told him, listen, I only do this willingly. As a compromise, you're gonna have to fire Otto. Period. That's the only reason why he did it. So don't make it seem like Viserys made this decision based on, oh, he was spying on Rhaenyra or whatever. And however, throughout all of that, he knew, right? He was even in the argument with Rhaenyra, he was still defending Otto. He was still defending him. It's like, oh, you want me to get rid of the one person that's loyal? He's been loyal to the throne for how long, right? And then people are saying, oh, he's finally calling Otto out. The only reason why y'all are upset about it is because he spied on Rhaenyra and told on her, and rightly so, he should. I would, if I'm a father, I would love to know if my daughter is out there whoring it up. Listen, man. A lot of people are going to try to defend Rhaenyra, and I get it, but I'm not defending her, because when she does things that are right, I praise her. When she does things that are wrong, I'm not going to praise her. She had no business being out on the street. Something could have happened to her. That was the thing about it that I was worried about most. Something could have happened to Rhaenyra while she was out here running around with Damon. Something could have happened to her. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that soldier that she met up, it was like, you might not be as lucky as you are. You might not be so lucky next time. Simple. Right? She could have gotten hurt. Regardless of the situation that happened there, she could have gotten hurt. And I don't like the fact that she could have gotten hurt. And then you have the nerve, after all of that, to lie about the situation. Now, I understand they didn't go all the way. That's cool. That's fine. They didn't go all the way. But she still ended up losing her virginity that night. I know you guys remember that scene, right? She still ended up losing her virginity. So now your father have a very skewed vision of who you are, right? Because he thought he had a certain type of person, and now, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't know for sure because you can't admit to what you did, right? But nobody's talking about Rhaenyra, right? Because she's just the apple of everybody's eye. Nobody's talking about the weird stuff that she's doing. The stuff that she's doing. Not weird, but the stuff that she's doing. Nobody is talking about it. And that's what I don't like, is that's like, oh, Otto. And my stance on Otto. Right? Oh, I'm failing to see that Otto is bad. I guess I am just the blindest person in the world to see that everybody is playing the Game of Thrones. Everybody is trying to prop up themselves for the king to see, so they can be chosen in whatever way possible. Now, is he trying to usurp the throne? No, he's not. I don't believe so. Maybe something is going to happen down the line that changes my mind, but right now, as I'm diving into episode 5 of this show, I don't see that. Maybe something is going to happen down the line. We're not there. I'm not there. I never read the books. I don't know what's going to happen. But either way, I'm back. I'm ready to watch some more House of the Dragon. And I just want people to keep it real, man. Keep it 100. And don't be biased. Keep it 100. Right? In the comment section. I welcome all the comments, all the dislikes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, keep it 100, man. And think about it for a second. And don't think about it in a hindsight perspective if you've read the book. Okay? Think about it from a perspective of you just watching 4 episodes of something and judging a character. Not because you know what's going to happen, but because you see what actually happened in those 4 episodes. Okay? And if you did that and you still come to the conclusion, you know, whether they were hints, foreshadowing, whatever the situation is, and I missed it, then I can own up to that. But I hope you can own up to your mistakes as well. Simple. Let's jump into the reaction. I will see you guys right after for the review.
Tomorrow, Lady Rhaenyra.
Cousin?
What's today's quarry? Rabbit?
Dear.
Oh, fine challenge. Care for some company?
I'd rather ride alone.
Good fortune to you.
Is that Damon?
Husband?
Ain't no damn way this is his wife that he's been.
What brings you to the Vale?
Are you
Or have
serious?
you at last come to consummate our marriage?
Damn.
Our sheep are prettier, after all?
Damn, that got back to her.
Or perhaps your brother has at last had his fill of your company? What will you do now? Will you strike the child down? Or...
Wow. Damn, he really talked about her like this? She not ugly?
I knew you couldn't finish.
Hey, yo. Who's the new hand?
I do not wish to see you go.
You chose Rhaenyra.
She swore her innocence, and I believed her.
You wanted to believe her, as did her father.
Your informant was wrong, an honest mistake perhaps, but I did not foresee this.
You should have. Listen to me, daughter. The king will die. It may be months or years, but he'll not live to be an old man. And if Rhaenyra succeeds him, war will follow. Do you understand? The realm will not accept her, and to secure her claim, she'll have to put your children to the sword. She'll have no choice. You're no fool, and yet you choose not to see it.
Hey.
The time is coming, Alicent. Either you prepare Aegon to rule, or you cleave to Rhaenyra and pray for
Well,
her
I think
mercy.
you can only hope that the realm will change and accept her. Or she'll probably just do it by force, to be honest. Is he not home?
Your Grace.
What is the meaning of
Lena
this?
is all grown up.
Is this how House Velaryon greets its king?
My father has but just returned from his long journey, and he has hastened to the Hall of Nine to await your Grace's arrival.
A little disrespectful, though. I'm not even going.
The
Nah,
natives.
King Arise ain't.
Lord Larry.
Don't greet a nigga.
Oh, Vales. Rare bloom.
State your purpose, my lord.
I did wonder if she could be relied upon now that she is unwell.
Unwell? I haven't heard anything. Tea.
Yes.
That the Grand Maester himself brought.
At the direction of the king, as I understand it. I do hope she's not unwell.
Rhaenyra sailed with the king to Driftmark yesterday at daybreak.
Oh, what good news. I must have been in error.
Probably going to check to see if she actually drank the tea, because that would simply mean that she actually did something.
Your Grace. Though I do wish we could meet under happier pretenses.
How so?
Damon's wife, the Lady Rhea Royce, has passed.
A hunting mishap.
A hunting
She was
mishap.
thrown from her horse.
Perhaps we can turn toward happier pursuits. Thank
What
you.
did you have in mind, Your Grace?
I wish to propose a marriage between your son, Selena, and my daughter and heir, the Princess Rhaenyra. It's long past time our houses were united in blood. The last pillars of old Valyria.
You honor both me and my house, Your Grace. There are certain details I would wish clarified before the Princess Rhaenys and I could accept this most generous proposal. We would like to know how the succession will be handled.
Rhaenyra is my heir. Upon my death, my throne and my titles will pass to her. She and Selena's firstborn child, regardless of gender, will inherit the Iron Throne from her.
In keeping with Westerosi tradition, their children would take their father's name. That they would be born Valeryons.
Surely, Lord Corlys, you are not proposing the Targaryen dynasty end with my daughter, simply because she's a woman.
Oh my god.
Upon their birth, Selena and Rhaenyra's children shall take their father's name, Velaryon, in keeping with our traditions. However, at such time when their firstborn ascends the Iron Throne, he or she will do so bearing the name Targaryen. Dragons will rule the Seven Kingdoms for the next 100 years, just as they did the last.
Well, you gotta compromise. It's just like, yeah, they can be named Valeryons, but you know what I'm saying?
Good.
Like, I'm just saying though.
If there's nothing further.
It's like, if any of your kids should take the throne, they're gonna be named Targaryens. They're not gonna be named Valeryons.
I know this union is not what you would choose.
I hold nothing against your cousin.
But dare I say it is a matter of taste?
Matter of taste.
I prefer roast duck to goose. I cannot say why.
What are you saying?
It's not for a lack of trying.
I know that whatever.
Is she
is
saying
new
she don't
will
like black
strike
guys?
up
Is that what she
giants,
said?
And all it changed mine.
And he doesn't like white girls? What is what is this
What do you
interaction?
propose?
That we perform our duty to our fathers and to the realm. And when it's done, each of us dines as we see fit.
Oh, so she's promoting an open relationship. Okay.
They grew up together. Familiarity is not at issue.
I'm sure Lena was already taken with her. She's grown quite comely these last few years.
You know his true nature.
He's still
Is he
young.
gay?
He will outgrow it.
Oh, I think he
No
gay.
pleasure in the world like bedding a woman.
He likes
Lords of the
dudes,
realm
alright.
bend the knee to Rhaenyra and
So that's
swore
what it
allegiance
is.
to
I
her.
thought it was like, oh, I don't like
Prince named
white
Aegon
girls or
area.
something like that.
Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged. Knives will come out for her, her husband, and for their heirs.
Our house controls the realm's navy and half its dragons. Anyone fool enough to challenge Rhaenyra's claim will be crushed.
To what end, Corlys? Wealth, power, pride?
Justice.
I've always feared the day you'd have to marry a woman.
That Rhaenyra will be queen of the Seven Kingdoms and you will be her king consort. Think of the tournament, the feast, the battles at sea. Will you wear your crown today, Your Grace?
I don't remember anybody that was like
You'll need a sworn protector.
in Game of Thrones. Was there any gay people? I mean, there were dudes that were sleeping with other dudes, but was it like any prominent characters that was? I don't remember. I gave you all my bits.
I've heard you say so many times how you loathe the lot of your position, that you are to be married off at your father's whim with no thought given to the yearning of your own heart, and now the day comes. Selena is a good and decent man, but you did not choose him. If there were another path, one that led to freedom, would you tread it?
Are you asking for leave?
I'm asking you to come with me.
Really didn't see that coming, Rhaenyra.
Away from your life.
But she's not gonna choose that. Crazy.
Of your inheritance.
She's gonna leave that.
Let's leave it all behind and see the world together. You could marry me. A marriage for love, not for the crown.
Already know. You should have known that coming in, but you know what I'm saying? Shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? But she not gonna do that, bruh. Behind, man.
I am the crown, Sir Criston. Or I will be. I may chafe at my duties, but do you think I would choose infamy in exchange for a bushel of oranges or a ship to a shy? Sir Criston, Rhaenyra and I have an understanding.
Yeah. He just wants you to be a hoe.
To pursue his own interests. And in turn, he's gone to be the same.
Just a piece of meat for me to grind on every now and then.
Me to be your whore.
Ah! What? Got it! I really want to hear what her response to this is, because it's exactly what I've been here saying.
I want us to continue as we began with you as my sworn protector, my white knight.
I took an oath. As a knight of your king's guard. An oath of chastity. I've broken it. I've soiled my white cloak. It is the only thing I have to my fucking name.
See, this is the thing about it, right? This is the thing about it. This is what I was saying. That in the last episode where I talked about this stuff, and people are coming down on me because nobody wants to address what Rhaenyra is doing. Nobody wants to address anything that she's doing, right? Because everybody wants to prop her up. But no more. As I said, there are a bunch of drama queens, dude, that are drunk with power. You get what I'm saying? Their characters are so flawed, and they don't even see it because the power is just so much. It's just like, you think that I would give up infamy for some mere oranges and stuff? That's how she looks at that stuff. It's like, you think I'm gonna give up the Iron Throne to run away with you for love? Even though she said herself that's, you know what I'm saying, she wants freedom to do whatever she wants, then give up the throne and everything. You don't need that. You get what I'm saying? You don't need that kind of power. You want to be out in the streets as a regular dude, just running up and down, do whatever you want, and don't adhere to the responsibilities that you have because of the name that you have, then give it all up. Give it all up so you can have that. But no, you want to be on the throne so bad, but you want to have your cake and you want to eat it too. It does not work like that. And I hope that Sir Criston doesn't become a hoe for her. I hope he doesn't. As if he does, I'm going to lose a lot of respect for her. And the same thing I was saying in the last episode where I said there is a vow that they take. And I just don't remember what it was. But he just said it just now. They take a vow of chastity. He broke it. That's what I'm saying. They can't have wives and stuff like that as a king's knight, whatever, right? As a part of the king's guard. Like, nobody, they can't have wives. And they take a vow of chastity. Right? So she's not supposed to be having sex. And he broke that for her. And now he wants to run away with her. And I get why he wants to run away with her. Because if they ever find this out, he getting killed. He's hurting, man. But It didn't mean
Nine
nothing
throne
more than...
rooms larger than me, larger than anyone in my family. Aegon the Conqueror united 7 kingdoms and put them on a path.
Yeah.
So Criston,
Yes. Do not be a dick for her to sit on. Thank you. Walk the fuck away from this woman.
You've been summoned.
I left the princess just minutes ago.
Not the princess, sir. The queen.
By the queen. Oh. Alicent.
Concerns our dear Princess Rhaenyra. Please. You are her sworn protector and rightly loyal to her. There has been a rumor. Or rather, my father received an accounting of...
He's gonna protect her. He's not gonna say anything.
May have occurred between...
How long? He's gonna lie for her because he's got to protect himself as well. So he has to lie.
I'm not unaware that in flush of youth, there may be errors made, breaches in resolve, breaches or rather lapses.
It happened, Your Grace.
Damn.
I have committed it.
She wasn't even talking about him.
At her instigation, it is true, but that should... It is no excuse.
She wasn't even talking about you, my guy.
I have dishonored myself.
Bruh.
I would ask only this. That rather than gelding me and having me tortured, you would sentence me mercifully to death.
Damn, this man would choose death, bro.
Congratulations, Your Grace. You have made a fine match for the princess.
Thank you, Lord Jason. I could think of no better man than Selena.
Hope it's not a
Where
red
is
wedding
the queen?
again.
I had hoped to pay my respects.
Weird things always happen at weddings in this show.
Herself for the celebrations.
This is why men wage war. Because a woman would never be ready for the battle in time.
That was a shot. That was a shot.
It's always such a pleasure, Lord Jason.
Princess. Your Grace.
Damon the Scorned. No fanfare. This man is a menace, bro. You hate to like him, but you like him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I didn't know you was going to show up. Yeah, we'll put a chair and put some settings for
Tonight
you as
is
well.
only its beginning. We honor the crown's oldest and fiercest ally, House Velaryon.
Velaryon. I gotta learn. I'm pretty sure I've been saying it right, but
Old Valyria and the age of
it's
dragons.
so close with Valeria is crazy.
With House Targaryen and
Are you good, bro? Yo, is Alicent is she gonna say some shit right now, or is she just pulling up for the wedding?
The beacon on the high tower. Do you know what color it glows when Old Town calls its banners to war?
Green? Hey, yo. It's getting interesting, you know what I'm saying?
Congratulations, stepdaughter. What a blessing this is for you.
That was cold, bruh.
Please be seated.
Oh, Alicent is ready now. It's like, you got my father fired. Damon wanted Rhaenyra. This man is like, I should be dancing with Lord Lenore.
Your
Your Grace.
We thank you for coming, Uncle.
I worried that, given leave of your father's shadow, you might wither in King's Landing's sun. But you stood tall. Know that Old Town stands with you.
Wait a minute, this OST going ham right now. Okay. But don't cut the music, bruh.
Sir Gerald Royce of Runestone.
And?
I am cousin to your late lady wife.
Ah, yes. Terrible thing. I'm positively bereft. Such a tragic accident.
You know better than anyone. It was no accident.
Are you confessing some guilt, Sir Gerald?
I am making an accusation.
You know, in King's Landing, men are made to answer for their slanders. Even old bronze cunts like you. The truth is, I'm glad you've come. I wish to speak to you about my inheritance. She stood to inherit all of Runestone. Did she not? After my niece's wedding, I plan to fly to the Eyrie and petition Lady Jane myself. Perhaps I'll see you there, Sir Gerald.
An open accusation like that against a Targaryen. I wouldn't do that, sir. Yo, Viserys is looking at him like, did you really kill your wife, my nigga? He did.
I know who it is. The handsome parable.
Oh.
Sir Criston Cole.
Our sworn protector.
Look at him. The man is fully construct.
Our Targaryen prince. A dashing knight and a dragon
Pussy
rider.
whipped.
You appear to be every young maiden's dream.
This is a good thing. She knows your secret. And now you know hers. They make a handsome match, don't they? What? Well, the princess and Sir Lionel. You don't know me, Sir Criston. But we are both deeply invested in this union. Sir Lionel is quite dear to me. As I know, the princess is to you. But we should swear to each other to guard them and their secrets. Because if those are kept safe, and so are we all.
Jairu Leria Virginisus Kimilu
Kasi awa unos tu tixos tawos. Avu trillioti zelza.
Kesu ondo ila elostor. Nikesa dintox dor un aledra aderioris. Silavo se zanudmi wixa. Nuko kepo miseri robakas. Zadris dorot unmakas. Sia presiris ohis. Sagon unatsahas.
This is not the what. What's going on?
What the hell is going on?
Yo, Criston is fighting Lenor. Oh, it's not Lenor. It's his boyfriend. Yo, he's, oh, no, you can't. Yo! Cave this man's face in. What's the excuse for this?
We stand here tonight in thanks and praise to join two souls as one.
So they just doing it now. Criston is done, bro. Like, he's like, yo,
stranger.
All this. Yo, that man went like.
Now their vow.
Damn, didn't even kiss her on the lips. Damn.
Whatever may come.
I am yours and you are mine.
He's gonna kill himself, bro. Like.
Whatever may come.
Here, in the presence of gods and men,
To protect.
proclaim
Maybe he's just doing this to protect her,
The
and the
law
secret is
of
just
House
like, if
Velaryon.
I'm dead, and he's dead.
Rhaenyra of House Targaryen to be man and wife.
Sir Criston.
Alicent is gonna save him? Wait a minute, but she's at the wedding too. And what? Viserys? Damn, bro, that's crazy. This show is insane, bro. Like, it's too good. It's too good. And that is the reason why I continuously tell people, I don't know if everybody agrees with me for saying this, but I believe that if we had at the very least a decent, to put it on a scale, right? If we had a 7 out of 10 season 8 for Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones would have went down as the greatest TV show of all time in everybody that has watched it books, because this really brings me back to watching the show, this House of the Dragon. It bring me back to a time when I was reacting to this show on my older channel, where I had to take all the videos down and whatnot. I binged watched it up until, of course, till the end of season 7, because season 7 was done when I started watching it, and up until season 7, and then I watched season 8 alongside everybody else, and I was not impressed, right? I was not impressed. I talked about how ridiculous the entire thing was. It was just a big spectacle, and most of it, of course, we can chalk it up to the fact that they didn't have any source material to really do anything, so they just kind of came up with their own ending of how it should end, because they couldn't wait for some reason, even though Game of Thrones fans was waiting for years for season 8 to come out, right? I think even now people would still be waiting on it, if, you know, because we know that, you know, George hasn't put out the I think the conclusion of the series in the books, right? So for me, when I watch this series, right, and now I'm watching this, I'm like, these are the kind of things that made Game of Thrones great. The dialogue, the way how the show is shot, the contrast between the characters, the character development, all of this stuff that was present and was done so well in Game of Thrones was all forgotten about in, I would say, you know what I'm saying, season 7 was, you know what I'm saying, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying, season 7, but it wasn't as bad as people tried to set it out to be, but it wasn't as bad. I enjoyed season 7, but season 8 just went completely off the rails, you know what I'm saying, just completely off the rails of, you know what I'm saying, it was just a spectacle, and I'm not here for spectacle. Like, we get it, dragons, rah rah rah. You know what I'm saying? So I like how this pulls back everything, all of that spectacle, and just concentrate on the characters and the Game of Thrones, right? And this episode is very interesting because it's exactly what I expected to happen between Criston and Rhaenyra. Because of this union, I expected the exact same thing. The thing was like, she's gonna want you to just be her hoe, and I'm glad that he refused to do that. Now, in terms of what happened at this, I don't know what you call this, I don't know what you call this festivity, you know, of introducing everybody to, you know, these two. It's like what you would call it. They do this, like, what do they call it again? It's like a dinner rehearsal, right? It's like a dinner rehearsal that you have before weddings. You know what I'm saying? This is very interesting because on where we go from here between these two characters, because I don't know why exactly Sir Criston decided to do this, decided to kill this dude, the boyfriend. I don't know why they got into an altercation. Like exactly, I could, of course, you know what I'm saying, based on what happened, I could probably have a suggestion on what, how he really felt about the entire situation and what this guy told him. It's like, hey, you know what I'm saying, we both got to keep this secret now. And he probably just lost it. He probably just lost it and be like, you know what, man, you know the secret, I know the secret, Alicent knows the secret. I guess if both of us die, the secret kind of dies with us. You know what I'm saying? So he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna beat this dude to a bloody pulp, kill him, and then take myself out. And you know what I'm saying? And just, at least at the very end, they will both be safe and they get to protect the realm or whatnot. This was a very jam-packed episode of just characters, just, you don't know what their intentions are, but it's kind of like you kind of know, but you don't really know what their intentions are. Like, especially with Alicent. Alicent has gone from bottom tier to S tier villain, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not expect Alicent to be playing such a major role in this whole thing. I thought she was just gonna be the queen, you know what I'm saying, the forgotten queen, if you will. You know what I mean, where she's just playing her role. She's the queen, and you know what I mean, and nobody really pays her any attention. But man, did she make herself known in this episode. She pulled up in the green dress, right? She pulled up in the green dress. She's like, yo, I'm ready for prime time. Are you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, this was just to me, it topped the last episode, even though I thought that was the height, you know what I'm saying, of things that could happen. Could definitely the best episode of the season with episode 4, but episode 5, my guy, I heard people saying also that episode 6 is gonna be even better already. Like, the people who had previews of the show, people who previewed the show, has said that they gotten to watch 6 episodes, and they told them specifically to watch all 6 episodes before they give a review, because the people who were putting out their reviews before House of the Dragon like aired, like officially, like they said 6 episodes, and episode 6 is absolutely nuts. Like, they told them specifically, watch up until 6 episodes. Don't just watch 2 episodes and then give your thoughts. Watch all 6 episodes. So I know that people talked about episode 6, so episode 6 might be even better than episode 5. They didn't tell us what happened in episode 6. They just said episode 6 is absolutely epic. So episode 6 is an episode to look forward to. So beyond that, they haven't seen anything else. But man, oh man, is the show amazing. It really does bring me back to the days of watching the original Game of Thrones, man. Like, from the start, like, those things, the political aspect of it was just very palpable. And now we are here with House of the Dragon doing the same thing, man. This is so amazing. Like, I can't tell you how much I'm like loving this show right now. It's just to the point of where I'm just like, yo, the crazy things that are happening. Damon trying to tell her, is like, is this what you want? And Rhaenyra is like, yo, if you want me, take me. You know what I'm saying? This crazy talk. And she's like, yo, if you know what I'm saying, if you want, I'm free. You know what I'm saying? Go through all the King's Guard. You know what I'm saying? And do what you need to do, and we could go to Dragonstone and get it all. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing where I'm talking about a lot of the different things with Rhaenyra, the things that I like and the things that I don't like about her character, right? And it's just, nobody wants to call her out on the bullshit that she does. Nobody wants to call her out. And I'm not trying to say that you have to be objective. You can like who you want to like, but also keep it 100. Keep it 100 of how you feel about these characters. Don't hold your words back because you don't want to offend anybody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these are characters playing in a fictional world at the end of the day. So I'm going to be totally honest about these characters because, as I said, I hate to like Damon because he acts like a spoiled brat. That's what he act like. He acts like a spoiled brat. He has power and he exercises it whenever he wants. But then when he gets reprimanded and stuff like that, he pouts. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're doing stuff to upset everything. So when you get reprimanded, I'm just like, well, yeah, you deserve a whooping because you act out, right? You go home to the Vale, you kill your wife, right? Which we know you did, right? Because they showed it. They didn't show you exactly driving and finishing blow, but you riled her up because she's absolutely terrified of this dude, even though she was talking shit. She's absolutely terrified of him, and that's the reason why the horse got scared and threw her off, and she fell. She couldn't move. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you this from experience. That is very true. That is something that can happen to you, because that happened to me, where you fall from a height and you drop on your back and you can't move. You know what I'm saying? You can't move. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to breathe and stuff like that. Not only do you get the wind knocked out of you, it can possibly cause permanent damage, which I have. So I know that from experience, not from falling off a horse, but from something else that I was doing and falling like that. It is not pretty. And you could end up, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility if you fall hard enough, you could end up being paralyzed as well. Unfortunately for me, that didn't happen to me. So he finished her off, no doubt. She passed. They said she passed. You know, for all we know, maybe she died before Damon, you know, but the evidence is damning. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she died before he put the finishing blow, but the evidence is very damning. He picked up a piece of stone. He picked up a rock. So, you know, we can only assume that he actually finished her off. But I feel like he actually did, because he didn't like this woman. And the way how he talked about her and saying she's ugly and all of this other stuff. And I'm just like, I'm looking at this woman. I'm like, what? That woman is, she's decent looking. She's not, you know what I'm saying? She, you know what I mean? She's not a 10, but sheesh, man. Making it, the way how he was talking, I thought this woman was going to be hideous. Like, maybe her nose is bent the wrong way or something of this. That's what I was thinking about her, to the way how Damon described her. But she's actually a decent looking woman. Like, I would marry her. Shoot, if she's a decent woman, you know what I'm saying, and does the thing appeal to me. But just from the look that we had for her, I was like, that's crazy that, you know, they paint her like that. And I'm like, she's not that ugly. I mean, she's not ugly at all, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way how they were describing her. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you know, the king had to go to, you know, over there to, you know, propose get the marriage together, the houses together. He had to go over there and ask for, you know what I'm saying, even though he put his pride aside, you know what I'm saying, because he knows that this dude wasn't gonna come to King's Landing, you know what I'm saying. So he went there to him, proposed the marriage to him, and he was okay with it. And, you know, they talked about, you know, family, or the details about it and stuff like that. And Viserys basically told him, it's like, yo, I don't care what name they take, but if one of them, if one of those kids ascend to the throne, heirs, they better have the name Targaryen. They're not gonna have a Valerian. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be named Targaryen when they step on that throne. You best know that. You know what I mean? So of course they agreed to everything, but then we found out that Lenore is actually gay. He likes, you know what I'm saying, he likes other men, right? And then you have Rhaenyra likes Sir Criston, but she don't want to let go of the power. So that confrontation on the boat between Sir Criston and Rhaenyra was legendary for me, because, you know, I like to see men that stand up for their values like that. Stand up for your values, 10 toes down. Don't let nobody fool you. You know what I'm saying? You know what you want. And as I said, I know exactly the type of person that Rhaenyra is. She's not the type of person who's gonna let go of that power. You get what I'm saying? To go live in some small town somewhere with Criston. Like, she's not that type of person. So, you know, and that goes to show you as well that, you know, majority of women would not give up that kind of infamy for, you know, for what Criston was suggesting. Like, I would argue that most women would not do that, because that power is very enticing. She could be queen of the entire kingdom, all 7 realms, all 7 kingdoms, or 7 realms, whatever they call it, right? She could be the queen of all of that. Why would she give that up for you, for love? You get what I'm saying? And, you know, just like how men wouldn't do it, I don't think women would do it either if it was proposed to them. So it's a kind of a tough decision. She doesn't strike me as the type of person that would do that. And as I said, the majority of humanity would not do that. You get what I'm saying? But I get where he's coming from. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Rhaenyra is the type of person who wants her cake. She wants to eat her cake. She wants, you know what I'm saying? She wants to have it too. And unfortunately, life doesn't work like that. And I'm glad that he stood and he said, listen, I'm not going to be your whore, man. Like, I don't care what you say. I'm not going to be that person. I want to be with you. I want you for me. Men are very territorial. Okay. I want you for me. I don't care about all that power and stuff like that. I already essentially, you know, gave up myself for you. We have to take a vow of chastity, meaning we're never going to have sex as long as we were Kingsguard. And I did that with you because, you know what I'm saying, you essentially forced, well, I'm not going to use the word force, but you essentially put me in this position that I am in right now, because you knew I kind of liked you and stuff like that, and you kind of used that to get what you want. Now you got what you want, and now I want you. Now I want to be with you. Now I want you for me. And now you're being married off to some dude, and I'm supposed to just be here just to provide you with some dick whenever you want to? Come again? You know what I'm saying? So this was a crazy episode, man. And then the whole wedding scenario, Alicent stepping up. She's gonna be a player now. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was gonna lay in the background, but she's pissed because she knows Rhaenyra's secret, and Rhaenyra doesn't know that she knows. She knows. But I'm wondering why Alicent decided to save Sir Criston from killing himself. I wonder what she's going to do with him. She might use him against her in some way. So Alicent is going to learn how to play the Game of Thrones. So that's exciting to see. I don't know. You know what I'm seeing? Old Tower is over here saying, yeah, we with you, queen. You know, whatever you want to do, like, we with you. You know what I'm saying? We down. So that's cool too. Like, it's crazy. Viserys is getting sicker and sicker every episode. This guy is going to die before the end of season 1. Point blank period. There's no way season 1 is ending and Viserys isn't dead. He's going to die. Because this man just is deteriorating at a ridiculous rate. His body is just deteriorating, just getting sores all over. They already took off on his finger. Now his whole entire hand is rotting off. Like, it's insane how he's just deteriorating. And then he coughed up blood during the celebration and whatever. I thought he was just gonna die, like, right there. I thought he was just gonna, because, you know, these celebrations, they never go well. There's always something going on. Anytime you see people gather, man, in Game of Thrones, you got to be wary, because something is gonna go down, and something did go down. Criston caved this dude's face in, and now we're here. So this was an incredible episode, man. Loved it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Of course, don't hold back. Dislike, like the video, whatever you want to do, comment. I will see you guys next week, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.